Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And yes, it's still been a while in between the last update video and this video. You know the reasons as to why I've been kind of stagnant in terms of uploading gameplay videos because I've got other things doing. But I just want to take the opportunity in just letting you know that I'm still here. But I want to know some information from you guys because I've been pretty much out of the loop for a little while, and I've been keeping tabs on my subs videos and stuff like that, watching what they're doing, watching what they've been putting up, and you know, it's very varied and very interesting to watch, you know, in between streams and stuff like that. Whereas I would normally watch streams from start to finish, I can only watch a portion of the streams because obviously with my music career and everything that surrounds that, I have to pay a lot of attention to that. So I try to kind of strike a happy medium by watching other people's stuff, even though I'm not on PSN to even link up or chat with them, or on Twitch or what have you to live chat with them on their streams and such. But I do try to keep up to speed. But I want to know what you guys are doing. What is baking your noodle as far as gaming is concerned, and what are you looking forward to in 2018? The reason why I have Far Cry 4 up as my background, as it were, is because I am absolutely looking forward to Far Cry 5. Absolutely. I've been on blackout, on internet blackout, spoiler blackout in relation to Far Cry 5. They've been doing live streams on that shit, and I've just ignored that. So, you know, I'm just kind of going in blind because I more or less know what to expect with a Far Cry game in the Far Cry franchise. And the great thing about it, which I just discovered, was it yesterday? Was that, excuse me, I'm just drinking my tea. Oh yeah, love my tea. Yeah, the one thing that I discovered a couple of days ago is that they're including Far Cry 3 as part of the bundle for $69.99, so it's like 70 quid. And you know why I am expressing such delight and joy of that is because if anyone has been following my channel, they will know that I have cited Far Cry 3 so many times as being the game that got me into first-person shooters in the first place. The game was released in November 2012. So I've just been playing first-person shooters for nigh on 6 years, which is not a long time, you know, from a gamer's standpoint. Do you know what I mean? If you've been into first-person shooters from dot, it's not a long time. But I have to say, you know, going from third-person shooters to first-person shooters took a while, but Far Cry 3 was definitely the catalyst that got me into first-person shooters, without a shadow of a doubt. If it wasn't for Far Cry 3, I wouldn't be playing games like Destiny. I wouldn't be playing games like Call of Duty when the good ones come out, I guess. No, I wouldn't be playing no first-person shooters, guaranteed, because I used to watch a lot of first-person shooters on YouTube and see how people get angry and rage and shit across all ages, and I never thought I would get myself into that position by actually getting into first-person shooters. But now I completely understand why people get frustrated and to some degrees angry, you know, to some degrees angry. But yeah, I'm just really stoked about Far Cry 3's inclusion in the Far Cry 5 Gold Edition bundle at no extra cost. So that for me is going to be a day one release. Absolutely day one, season pass, DLC, everything. And I thought to myself that I wasn't going to buy any DLC or buy a season pass. I just made it my decision beforehand just to buy the base game, you know, simply because of what I'm about to talk about next, which is Destiny. And you know, my heart feels somewhat heavy with Destiny because anyone who knows me again will know that I've played a ton of Destiny 1, around 2,000 hours of Destiny 1, and I've met some really, really good friends on that game, and that friendship has sustained up to this very day. And Destiny was the game that was the touchstone, if you like, for the friendships to be created, as it were. And I've found it to be a very socio-centric game because I'm a social gamer, personally. I like playing co-op games and stuff like that. So that's what makes me the gamer that I am, I guess. But I've been watching quite a lot of Fireteam Chat, IGN's Fireteam Chat, and for a podcast, for me to keep my interest in a game that I've not really played a lot, says something about the podcast. So, I want to congratulate Fran, Destin, the video guy. I can't even remember their names at present, but I just want to thank all of the guys that basically work on Fireteam Chat for just keeping me interested. Speaking of Destiny, I've literally just came off playing a couple of games with my brethren Hitman, just chewing the fat, catch up, keeping up to speed at what's been going on in life, much less gaming. So it just kind of begs the question, why has Destiny 2 gotten to the point where it's got to? I mean, with Destiny 1, there was, the Dinklebot thing and, the story not being cohesive and what have you. But then when they went into the Dark Below and yada, 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 and all those other DLC, it picked up, you know what I mean? And I found it very enjoyable to play. I mean, even when Destiny 2 first came out, I found it enjoyable to play. And I thought that they were going to kind of bring more of the same, but a little different. But it's really taking a beating right about now, to the point where content creators are not even touching the game with a barge pole. Shares are going down. You got people like Datto that's completely left the game, and I wouldn't say that I'm a huge fan of Datto. I know of Datto, and I check out his videos and stuff like that, and no beef and no hate or anything like that. But if you got a guy like that who's basically saying that he's had enough, then that is telling, that is telling about the game, because, judging by the content that he's putting some freaking hard work into the content that he basically puts out. And, he's more or less like a mathematician in terms of, the guns and the performance of the guns and things like that. You know what I mean? So it is interesting, very interesting channel to watch. And so with My Name is Bife and all those other channels that, deals with the lore and also the mechanics of the game as well, and the community as well as a whole. The community is huge, very huge indeed. And not saying that the game is dead, but it just kind of begs the question, well, why is it in the shape that it's in when it could have just been the same, just a little different? Do you know what I mean? It's a formula that Call of Duty basically utilizes with every iteration, even with the faults that it has. People who play Call of Duty will give that a free pass, as it were. As long as they can get the nuts and bolts of the game into action, then they don't really give a shit. And I think the same of Destiny right about now. Some of my friends haven't played it since October, and they're just stuck on Call of Duty World War II. Some of my friends don't even want to touch it at all, which is a shame, because I still find it a very good game to play, mechanic-wise. It just feels good to play. But I don't know, it's not the same game as it was for me. And I haven't played the whole of the game. I haven't done the raids, I haven't done anything like that. But it just seems like if you're going to do those things in the game and just get nothing, or get the same stuff all the time, then what is the point in doing the raid at all? You know what I mean? It's like, it's the reward that should be the incentive for you to basically do stuff, or even basically grind out your stuff. You know what I mean? But it doesn't seem to be the case. But I don't know what to say more than I hope that the next DLC they put out and the next updates that they put out is going to be reverting back to what we're used to with Destiny 1, or else you can forget about Destiny 3, brethren. I tell you, you know what I mean? You know, because another game is kind of putting their head above the horizon, but thankfully for another game, is not going to be doing it this year. And the game I'm talking about is Anthem. And Anthem was due to be released this year, but has made way for another game that I am so excited about, which is Red Dead Redemption 2, which I think is going to be released on October the 26th. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's October the 26th. Well, I mean, you must know already more than I do, so all I know is October 2018, and I'm excited about that. And Rockstar can do no wrong in my eyes right about now, so that's another day one purchase for me. And Anthem recognizing Rockstar's dominance in the gaming fraternity, in the gaming field, decided to put back their release until 2019, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, you know, because at least it will give Destiny a chance to fix their fuck ups, as it were. And I really hope they do. I really hope they do, so it can stand side by side with Anthem as well. But if Bungie's not careful, man, you know, the little amount of hardcore fans that they've got left, they're going to be waning, you know. And I say the little, but there's still millions of people playing, but you know, that can drop like a stone. And I'm not wishing that on Bungie, and I'm not wishing that on Destiny at all. Excuse me. You know, there are some people that's actually uninstalled it off their PS4, so that must be saying something. I've still got it on my PS4, and like I said, I've played a couple of games with my brethren Hitman, so I don't really have any intentions in uninstalling it as yet. But with Far Cry coming around the corner, man, I don't know, things could change. So that's more or less it. I mean, let me know, people, what has been rocking your boat, what's been baking your noodle of late. Any suggestions, any gaming suggestions that you've got for me in relation to Call of Duty World War II. I know the Resistance DLC is out already. I have not even seen it, smelt it, touched it, to know what that is about, and I don't think I'm really gonna have the chance to really get deep into it for the next week, because I'm going to be on the road. I'm actually leaving to go to Leeds this evening, and I'm going to be rehearsing all week, and I've got my gig on Saturday, and I've got some production work to do, so I'll be around 10 days, you know, so I'll be busy for around that period of time. But when I get back and get into my mode of making music and relaxing in my relaxation time, get some gaming in, get some streaming in, you know what I mean? I've been missing that quite a bit, and I'll be missing you guys as well. So I will definitely be doing some kind of streaming, some kind of output of content. And yeah, it's been all blessed and all good. So people, is with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you done know the coup, whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre, happy gaming, because what it's truly about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you on the next one, please gamers, stay blessed. Magan.